See that, guys? Just an absolute giant. That's why he came off so fast. I'm not invincible. Last time I checked. What's up, world? Finally, a beautiful week here in the state of Illinois, and that means one thing: big baits, big fish. Hey, so in my videos, you're gonna start seeing me mix it up a little bit. I'm not just gonna toss big swim baits all the time, but I'll actually be tossing some regular gear. However, a majority of it is gonna be me trying to catch the biggest fish in the pond or lake. So I'm gonna make things happen this week and catch some monsters. My goal actually in the next month is to catch a personal best, also known as PB, which I already broke this year with 7 pounds. So it might be kind of difficult to find one bigger than that. However, I do think that I can catch an 8 or a 9. It'd be awesome if I could catch a 10, or 11, or 12. State record is 13.2. Hey, if I caught a state record, I'd be okay with that. But you all know my philosophy: big baits, big fish. So we'll see what we can get this week. Let's party. I can't pretend I am more than what I am. I'm lost more now than I have ever been. A monster bass is following this right now. Monster. Monster. There's 2 of them. 2 about 5-pounders following this thing. Wow. Guys, just monsters. And I mean big fish, guys. Big fish. Just followed it all the way in. Ooh, God. That was awesome. Man, didn't get them to bite, but still, when they follow it in like that, and here, this was my mistake, but I did not have a backup, and I should have. I should have had something to toss at them, like a Senko or something that they'd be interested in that wasn't the swim bait, because they weren't going to commit. They followed it all the way in, but they didn't commit. Hey, well, if you want to know what's in your lakes and ponds, put on a depth 250, and it'll draw some big uns out. You will see what's in that lake or pond. They will come after this thing. Had another monster just following this thing. And I mean, guys, that was a monster. Like, I'm talking in the 6 range. That was a beast of a fish. Why are they not committing? Now that was a grind. Kind of had a few factors working against me today. One, it's the middle of the day, the sun is high, the lake is super clear, it's also super deep. So what that means is the water temperatures aren't quite as warm in this lake as one of the local ponds. So let's give it a week or 2 and we'll be back, and I guarantee you, with the fish that we saw today, we'll have a monster in a couple weeks. All right, day 1's done. On to the next. I fight for control to prove I'm fine on my own. My kingdom dies in the end. What can I say? I made this life about me. I fell apart and I didn't care. There we go. Not big, but it'll do. It's really roughly about the size of my swim baits. Roughly. Same fish. Not really. Number 2. Oh, come on. Check this guy out. I'm trying to keep it above the weeds. There's quite a few weeds in here, so that's why I keep putting my rod tip up. Getting in the way of the camera. It's a bit better one. Still a smaller fish. Was the biggest one of the day. Instead of 8 inches, he's about 9. They're active. Uh-huh. 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 Ooh. Terminator getting it done. Just burning it underneath the surface, and they're coming up and just nailing it. Looks like the sun's about to come out soon though, so I may be switching it up. Unless they keep hitting it. Another fish that looks like it should be a swim bait. All right. A lot of little guys, lots of them. See, catching all these small fish, people get the impression then that there's only those types of fish in these ponds. And the truth is, that is so not accurate. As you've seen before, just using the big baits in these ponds, you'll pull up fish you had no idea were in here. Wow. I'll tell you what, for being the size of, seriously, this fish is about 6 inches, 7 inches. He just nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Look at this, guys and girls. Another monster. Monster. Hello. All these beasts today. Yep. Just remember, they start out that big. Okay, all the big ones start out this size. So technically you could say this is about a 10-pounder. You know, pretty sure that this is just the same fish almost every time. If my goal in life was to catch small bass, then I've accomplished that. Whee! Wow, this one actually has a belly on it. Hungry. You know, every now and then, you just need a day where you just go dominate one of the local ponds. And so that's what I did today. Builds up my confidence. But in all seriousness, it was a good day to go out and toss a spinnerbait. I didn't have a whole lot of time. It was cloudy, it was windy. And so I knew that the fish would be biting today, on a spinnerbait especially. And that's what happened. Caught about a dozen little guys, about as big as the swim baits that I toss. But I'm still waiting on that giant this week. But if I don't toss big baits, I'm probably not gonna catch a big fish. It's time. 6:30 in the a.m. and I'm heading to the gym. Because you know what the pros say? If you want to catch big fish, you gotta lift big weights. All right, we're here. Let's go fish. Today's the day to get it done. It got really cold last night and it's about 53 degrees right now. I don't think the fish will be biting, but it's my last day to actually try and catch a monster this week. It's been kind of a slow week as far as the bite goes, and I think it's because of the spawn happening right now that fish aren't very active, just in general. So whether it's cold or what, the big females just aren't, or haven't been biting for me this week. So I think as it warms up in the next couple of weeks, we'll get some really big bites. But I'm gonna try today. It's swim bait or die today. So let's make it happen. try and catch a monster. I'm gonna be out here for a couple hours trying to get that big bite. Let's party. Oh, I forgot the batteries at the car. So this is my cardio for the day. A good 200-yard run. Burn a lot of calories. Getting in shape. In order to catch big bass, you gotta be in shape, I guess. Now I'm out of breath because I had to go get the batteries so you could see me fish. How about that? Well worth it though, because I love you all. You're amazing. All right, let's go. What am I starting off with my day, you ask? None other than the Depths 250. Here's what I'm doing. I'm giving it a count to about 10 to 15, letting it sink a little bit. And today, since it's colder, I'm not just going to do a straight retrieve. I'm going to go back and forth with it. Kind of have that jerk bait type action. Oh, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, that's disappointing. Wow. Oh, man. Guys, he nailed it. He just absolutely smoked this thing. No idea how big it was, but wow. Wow, okay. Let's try and give it again. Just had a big one, follow it in. All right, that's good, that's good. Are you serious? Literally just had about a 6-pounder, followed this all the way to the bank and did not commit. Oh, frustrating. All right, that was a big fish. All right, guys. Switching to the HUD. Oh. Wow, this just got hammered. Absolutely hammered. First cast on the HUD. Oh, they're sitting in here. Oh man, it's hard to tell how these 2 hits, I mean, it's hard to tell how big they are because, man, you just smoking them. But if they were monsters, you'd think that, especially this HUD, that it would just be in its mouth. Oh guys, that's so frustrating. I did everything right there though, so I don't know what to say about that one, other than you just didn't have it. Yep. Yep. What is the deal? All short strikes, they're just not taking it all the way. I don't know what the deal is. Nothing there I could have done differently at all. at all. Now, if it was a 6 or a 7 or something like that, this thing would be engulfed. So it's got to be just some smaller bass. There we go. Good fish, look at that one. Yeah, spinnerbait. It's about 1.5 pounds. At least I didn't get skunked today. Wow, that was frustrating. I got more bites than I thought I would, but still missed fish and missed opportunities. One of them was my mistake. The other 3, I didn't do anything wrong. So just either smaller fish or they're just short striking. It could have been big fish just short striking and I didn't get them. But wow, had some giants follow today. One of them for sure was a 6+, followed the depths 250 all the way into shore and then turned around and took off. So frustrating week as far as big fish go, but there's always next week. Yeah, there's always next week. Till then, peace out and fish hard.